The Canadian dollar, CBC, is a sort of publicly issued digital dollar that would be issued, backed, and regulated by the Federal Reserve. Additionally, it would have the belief and support of the United States government in its entirety. This might be used as a substitute to the various forms of payment that are already in use. It would offer a number of advantages, including as the ability to settle payments instantly, the provision of a medium for international transactions, and the promotion of wider financial inclusion. The development of their own digital currencies that are supported by their respective governments has begun in more than 130 countries. In addition to China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and India, pilot programs have already been initiated, and it is possible that a digital euro pilot might be initiated as early as 20th century. In the meantime, the United States continues to lag behind in spite of the growing and obvious knowledge regarding the characteristics of digital currency. The Congress of the United States of America is the one who originally spoke these wonderful words. Make it very apparent that the United States Congress has unequivocally communicated that XRP is permitted to be used in the United States. Not only banks and other financial institutions are included in this, a global endorsement, particularly from the Federal Reserve of the United States, to use XRP for both domestic and foreign transactions is a significant step forward. For what reason is this important? Congress in the United States acknowledges the world's transformation. A number of nations, including Brazil, India, China, and others, are making progress toward the establishment of their central bank digital currencies by utilizing the XRP ledger in conjunction with Ripple technologies. The United States of America does not wish to be excluded from this trend. The question is, can you determine which company they are working with? Well, you are correct, Ripple. Greetings, and thank you for visiting Moneyside, your one-stop shop for anything and anything pertaining to XRP. A central bank digital currency that can be used by all of the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has been developed through a collaborative effort between these countries. The United States of America is in the same boat. I would want to show you a video that delves into conversations that took place between Ripple and the Federal Reserve of the United States on CBDCs as far back as 2015. However, despite the fact that we are witnessing public conflicts between Ripple and the SEC, this historical context highlights the collaborative efforts that Ripple and the United States have been making behind the scenes. The fact that Ripple was working together was a strong indication that the company was well positioned to prevail in the litigation brought by the SEC. Do you remember when Ripple presented the FedNAB payment system to the Federal Reserve in the year 2015? Ripple was not specifically credited in the Federal Reserve's initial release of the system. However, a more in-depth investigation provides hints. A prospective cooperation with a blockchain company that is able to facilitate efficient payments with transaction times of just 3 to 5 seconds was discussed while the Federal Reserve was discussing the possibility of such a partnership. Gary Gensler has brought attention to the possibilities of the Federal Reserve of the United States of America employing Ripple on multiple occasions. Gensler had expressed confidence in the Federal Reserve integrating XRP and Ripple into their payment infrastructure, both for domestic and international transactions, even before he was appointed to his current POS. This was in the midst of the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple. Move forward in time to the most recent happenings. Riverbank, a prominent Ripple payment partner that utilizes the RippleNet system. It is a payment facilitator that is dependent on the Xcurrent and Xrapid technologies that are provided by RippleNet. XRP and its ledger are utilized by both of these platforms in order to provide on-demand liquidity. The incorporation of Riverbank into FedNet makes it quite clear that Xrapid, Xcurrent, and RippleNet, all of which are founded on XRP, will play a part in the future. Consequently, this indicates that the FedNet payment system is prepared to utilize XRP in order to fulfill its liquidity requirements in international transactions. Because of this, we may assume that the value of XRP will increase as its utility and use case continue to grow. In the event that you are currently holding XRP and are watching this is encouraging news for your investment. More than merely a recognition of the potential of the cryptocurrency, this incorporation of XRP into mainstream banking systems is a significant opportunity. It is a demonstration of how the landscape of global finance is constantly shifting. This is a paradigm change that we are witnessing as traditional banking systems begin to grasp the efficiency, speed, and cost-effectiveness of blockchain technology such as Ripple's. Furthermore, the support of Gary Gensler and the subsequent actions taken by institutions such as Riverbank are merely the tip of the iceberg. The ripple effect will be seen throughout the sector as more financial firms come to comprehend and utilize the power of XRP and other technologies that are similar to it. Before we go any further, I have some very exciting news for those who are watching me. A giveaway of XRP is being held by me. To participate, all you need to do is follow these 3 easy steps. You should give this video a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, enable notifications, and share this video with your network, with your friends and family. During the process of selecting our lucky winner, I will be checking to see if these procedures have been performed. I wish everyone the absolute best of luck. After reaching the milestone of 60,000 subscribers, we will make the announcement of the winner. Let us now return to the subject at hand, XRP's value and its growing significance. We have discussed the interest that the Federal Reserve of the United States has in it, as well as the general tendency in the United States to embrace it. However, the United States of America is not the only country that is beginning to recognize the potential of XRP. The capabilities of this technology are being investigated by a number of governments, including the BRICS nations and even the European Union, utilizing its digital euro initiative. For a more in-depth exploration of the ways in which XRP is being incorporated into the digital euro project in Europe and the CBDC proposed by the BRICS nations, you can watch our videos that are specifically devoted to those topics. The United States of America is not only interested in utilizing XRP for the purpose of a prospective CBDC, as we have discussed in a different video, but they are also eager to utilize it for the purpose of facilitating efficient transactions across international borders. CBDCs are not the only entities that fall under this category. Rather, it encompasses both domestic and international financial operations. Let's investigate what kind of implications this has for the value of XRP going forward. It is inevitable that the inherent value of XRP will be influenced by the growing use of the cryptocurrency, particularly by significant financial players such as the Federal Reserve of the United States. One of the most important aspects that goes into evaluating the value of a cryptocurrency is the usefulness that it provides the user. It is not only about the immediate transactional benefits that a digital asset such as XRP delivers when it is integrated into large-scale financial institutions. It is also about the long-term confidence and legitimate. It is important to highlight the growing interest that numerous global organizations, particularly those originating from nations in North America, have shown in the XRP ledger. XRP is regularly recognized as a frontrunner as the cryptocurrency environment continues to develop by virtue of the fact that digital currencies are now present in over 130 countries. The question now is, what is the possible value of XRP? It is speculated that the price might range anywhere from $10,000 to an astounding $35,000, particularly in light of its prospective involvement in central bank digital currency activities around the world. In what ways does this include? As countries move closer to implementing XRP for use in international transactions, there is a possibility that it will eventually become a median currency that is accepted everywhere. According to Hill Capital's managing director, this particular aspect was underlined. This would imply that a sizable amount of the world's wealth would be transferred over the XRP ledger if XRP were to become the median currency and gain widespread recognition and acceptance around the world. Furthermore, despite the fact that there is a considerable supply of XRP, the overwhelming demand could cause its value to increase, potentially placing it in the range of $10,000 to $35,000. The following are the forecasts and values that analysts and enthusiasts are keeping a close eye on for XRP. It is important to keep in mind that I am not a licensed financial counselor. The content that is displayed in these videos is solely intended for the purpose of providing amusement. Before making any decisions regarding their finances, I always recommend viewers to do their own study and seek the advice of professionals. Many thanks for taking the time to listen. I would appreciate it if you could give the video a thumbs up and make sure to hit the subscribe button if you found it entertaining. Additionally, guarantee that you activate the notifications so that you are the first to know about any new content that I publish. I am looking forward to catching up with you in the video that is coming up. Take care of yourself.